Hey guys, what's up again? Andrew here, and welcome back to another tutorial episode. Finally, I've been trying to set up my new office for the YouTube videos, and I've been thinking of how I can get it better. So at last I got some awesome lightings behind just to make the shelf like look better in the background. Yeah, because it's quite plain on the other side. Yeah, so I'm just trying to do the best I can to just make the tutorials inside the office more pleasant. So moving on, I just want to talk about something that's being frequently asked on my Facebook page, on my Instagram, and also some photography groups that I'm in. I see people asking, how do you create Instagrammable photos that has this color tone and that color tone? Like photos like for instance this one and this one. So if you see from these two photos, there's a distinct color tone in difference. Like you would see in certain photos there's a missing element of cold colors, which is blue, purple sort of, and on the other photo you will see that it's missing the element of like warm colors, which is what we call like yellow, orange, red. Yeah. So how do you create this kind of photos by yourself? So there were people asking these questions as well. Do you need like special software to be able to achieve this kind of result, or you can do it just on any photo editing app? Well, personally I can't really answer that because I only use Snapseed and Lightroom. And majority of the times all my editing stuff is done through Lightroom itself because I find more flexibility in it. So today I'm going to talk about that. And if you're wondering like, do I need to get a preset just to make this kind of color tone? Well, you can. Technically, preset is just a profile, color profile that is already set out to fit in certain photos. Like for instance, I have a personal preset called Amber Autumn, which takes away all the cold colors, the blue, the purple, the violet, and it just pushes the orange, the red, the yellow into a different style of color, which comes out in this photo, for instance. Yeah, as you can see from the before and after of the photos, what I did was I adjust the lighting, extended the exposure rate, the highlights. Then I proceed into the HSL panel to adjust the color. So I'm going to teach you today on Lightroom on how to do that. Yeah, this is one of the best tools that you can do, and you don't need to have a lot of so-called experience or skill sets to do it. So let's move on to it. Yep. Well, as you can see from this picture, this is the original blend picture that you have. So what I would do first is I will open it here. Then if you have a preset like me, so if you look at this profile that I have this Amber Autumn and Black Tangerine, which is the profile that I've set. Yeah, but today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the normal to show you how. So you go in here, first thing you do is adjust the exposure rate, and yeah, I'm just going to speed up the process to show you how it's done. You lower down the highlights, you adjust the shadow, because as you can see the photo is overexposed at the background. So you reduce the white to increase the intensity of the black. And that is almost done. Yeah. So pretty much this thing that you do first, you correct the shadows and you correct the lightings. Then you proceed to the white balance color. Yeah, so normally I don't touch the white balance. I'm here controlling the temperature just to make it cooler because I shot it in the winter. So yeah, then just adjust the tint slider a bit to make it more natural feeling. Yeah, I guess this is it. And the vibrance, I like to push the vibrance out and desaturate a bit, because that looks more like the real skin tone that you have normally. Yeah, it really depends on the camera. What I'm shooting on is the Lumix G85, so I would say that the color isn't really up to the expectation that I have compared to like Canon color science. So yeah, These are some of the things that I do to make the skin tone better looking. Yep. So then you move on and you would see this bar under the color panel. Yeah, you need to click this thing. Yeah, so it comes out. This is the HSL bar, or call it the color mixer. So what you do is, first thing, if you want to come up with that kind of vibe that I did on that photo, which is, let me show you the end result, this one. So what you do is, you start by sliding down all the blue color, all the purple, and all the pink, and the teal. And possibly the green, you don't need to slide down, but just need to tweak around and maybe like adjust it to slightly warmer. And then now you move the yellow to a slightly red and brighten it with the saturation. Then the skin tone. Skin tone is very important. You don't want to mess it up. If you mess it up, you'll be just like too red, too green. Yep. So what you need to do is just find the right portion and just darken it a bit, and maybe the luminance you just brighten up because you want the face to look more bright. And then the red color, which is her shirt and her lipstick. Yeah, so you want to make it a bit. But take note, if you look at this part, the face, you don't want it to be like too flush with red. So you might want to dye it down to a more natural color. So, and yeah, this thing. Then at the end, once done, crop it, go in deeper, and bang. And yeah, I might just want to adjust it brighter a bit, just to make it better. Lift up the shadows, push the white a bit in, put it darker. Yeah, then maybe adjust. So, yep, there you go. And the next step is, if you want to make it better, this is not what I normally do. So for instance, when you're shooting for a client, sometimes they might have like a pimple outbreak and they just want to remove it. For me, as I shoot portrait, I prefer to have like textures in it, so I'll leave the complexion over. I don't do any touch up on the face itself, but I would do some replacement on the pimples just to remove it, because like pimples are temporal, and who wants to have like a pimple outburst during like their photo shoot? So what you do is you zoom in and you go to this healing brush, then you heal it. Yep. So you adjust, then you go back out. Just look for parts that has it. Yeah, so this one has it. Yeah, just a slightly touch, maybe not this one. Yeah, just a slightly touch to tone it in together, and then just check around whether is there any other things inside. There's none. So bam, it's done. So this is the before, after. Pretty simple, eh? And you can do this on every type of photos. Like for instance, this photo. So what do I do with this is, I want to retain the coolness in the alley. So what I will do is, I will increase the exposure rate first. See, yeah, there's some visible. This is shot underexposed, so that once you shoot underexposed, once you lift the shadows, you can see that all the details and textures still remain inside. Yeah. Then you lower down the highlight so you can see the background, and then you highlight the contrast, you push out the white, reduce the black just to make it slightly better, push it up again. Yeah. And this part, I would want to like make it like slightly ever cooler and push it a bit purple so it looks very nice and very dope. And again, push the vibrance, lower the saturation to make it like way more cooler. And then I will proceed to remove the purple, yeah, and pink. But I want the teal thing, so I'll adjust the hue of the blue color to make it like a bit teal, and I'll slightly darken it. Adjust this one. Greens, I don't think you need it in this photo. And then like the cool colors. Yeah, you still want to retain the skin color so that it doesn't look that bad. So just adjust it a bit. Then the yellow lines. Yeah, you might not really need that because it's not working. Yeah, so what's the next step? For this one, because it's a silhouette shot, you want everything to look sharper in a sense. So what you do is you increase the texture and clarity, and then you do some dehaze. And you put some vignette on it. And bam! There you go. Before, after. So yeah, it's that simple. All you need to do is to learn how to create the color tone that you want in the photos just by using the color mixer. Explore around, like see what color tone fits onto it and what not. Try not to push it over the border, because sometimes when you push the color over the border, you have very weird noise. And remember one thing, shoot with RAW. So you can retain a lot of information still from the photo even though you are shooting underexposed. And then all you need to do is just lift up the shadows and exposure and start editing on it. Yeah, so one of the final things that I'll do for this photo is to just adjust some of the alignment and bam, this is it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're wondering like how, if you want to keep this profile. So what you do now is head on to the presets and click on it. See the three dots there? Click on it and create presets. And you can name your preset into the coding that you want or some awesome name that you always want to name it for the fields that you have. Yeah. So for this one, I already have it, so I'm not gonna like save it again, but feel free to explore if you're using a Lightroom. This is so convenient. And moreover, you can do this right on your mobile phone as well. So if you have Lightroom on the laptop or PC that you have, you can still use the preset that is already saved inside the cloud on the phone, so you can edit on the go. And that's it, guys. That wraps up this week's tutorial. So I hope that you will learn something on this tutorial. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you find this tutorial really helpful, leave a comments down below. Let me know what you think about it. How helpful has it been or not, so that I can tweak again. Because at the end of the day, creating all these tutorials is meant for you guys. I just want to share what I do and how I do it for everyone, so that you don't need to go around and scratch your head to look for like methods that can be solved just like that. So yeah, so that's it. And if you know a friend that's like struggling to do all this like editing stuff or photography stuff or any creating related stuff, share this video to them or share some of my other tutorials to them. Or you can ask them to just contact me via my Instagram or Facebook. I'll be more than glad to talk to them. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much. Peace out.